making a Sicilian pie in the Ninja oven. Let me show you how to make it. We're gonna start off by putting olive oil on the bottom of the pan. Next, we're gonna evenly spread the olive oil all along the bottom of the pan. Next, we're gonna take 840 grams of dough and we're gonna put it in the pan. Here we go. Next, you're gonna evenly distribute the dough along the entire bottom of the pan. So, you're just gonna kind of stretch it out. And once you get it stretched out a little bit, then we start pressing it down. To make it a little bit easier to work with, you're gonna put some olive oil on the top. Spread that around. Now, let's continue to spread it. Next, we're gonna pinch the edges so it goes up the sides of the pan. We got it formed in there, but it's not ready yet. We gotta let it sit out for another 30 minutes to an hour to finish proofing, and then we're gonna assemble the pizza. So the Sicilian dough has been sitting out for about an hour. It is now fully proofed. We're gonna press it out one more time, pinch along the edges, and then we're gonna start putting the toppings on it. So for the Sicilian, what you wanna do is just take your fingers and just kind of press it out. You don't wanna go too hard, but you just wanna kind of get those air pockets to kind of open up in there. So you get like a nice, really airy, crispy Sicilian. Once you fill up the air pockets, then we're gonna pinch the crust around the edges again. So you just kind of pinch it along here. All right, crust perfectly formed. Now we're gonna put the sauce on there with some locatelli cheese, and we're gonna do a par bake. With the Sicilian, because it's so thick, if you put all the toppings on there and the cheese, chances are it's gonna come out a little bit doughy. So we really want this thing to be airy, fully cooked through. So we're gonna do a par bake, and then we're gonna finish it up. So you start off with a light base of sauce and then the locatelli cheese. You don't want to go too heavy with the first layer of sauce because once the cheese is on there, I like to put a little bit of sauce on top of that so you kind of get the layer of flavors. All right, first layer of sauce goes on there, locatelli cheese, and then we're gonna put it in the oven at 600 degrees for about 6 minutes, take it out, put the cheese on it, and then it goes back in. It's going in the oven. All right, it's been in the oven for about 6 minutes. Let's take it out and see what it looks like. Oh man, look at that. That's beautiful. And listen, we're not done yet. Next step, we're gonna take the shredded cheese, put it on top, get it back in the oven. Once it starts getting melted, then we're gonna take it out of the pan, put it directly on the stone so we can get a crisp on the bottom. All right, let's get the cheese on there. Next, some chopped basil. Then we're just gonna put some dollops of sauce along the top. All right, let's get it back in the oven. All right, we got a good melt on there. Now we're gonna take it out of the pan and we're gonna put it directly on the stone. All right, now this could be a little tricky, so you might wanna use 2 different spatulas. Let's give this thing a respectable undercarriage. And the moment everyone's been waiting for, the Sicilian pie. Look at that beauty. Come on. Sicilian perfection right there. Let's check out the undercarriage of the Sicilian. Look at that. Oof, that thing's hot. All right, we're gonna cut it up. Let's do it. You wanna see true beauty? All right, Sicilian. That's hot. Look at that Sicilian slice. Does that not just spell perfection? At least it does to me. Man, undercarriage, perfect. All right, now let's burn my face off. Wow. You see all the air pockets in there? Super airy. You can actually see the steam coming out. Listen, that's how you make Sicilian pizza in the Ninja oven.